So let's dispel with the notion that Marco Rubio was ever not going to run for his Senate seat again, or for a new seat in the Senate. Now he's saying that the Pulse nightclub shooting is what is inspiring him to run. And that's crazy in a couple of different ways. I'm going to try to break them down. I mean, first of all, Marco Rubio, although he looks boyish and nice, he looks like a ventriloquist dummy, he's a fairly homophobic guy. He has fairly extreme views on homosexuality, and he wasn't shy about talking about that during the Republican primary. So, like, let's dispel with the notion that it's fears about damage being done to the LGBT community, or that he needs to protect them, that's what's inspiring him to run. Nobody actually believes that. He's never made that community a priority in his life before. And look, the simple idea that when he was losing in the presidential race, that he wasn't going to run. No, he had to say that he wasn't going to run, because if you just had your ass slapped around in a primary by someone as ridiculous as Donald Trump, you can't then immediately say, well, I'm going to go back to the Senate necessarily, or I'm going to run again, because that's not how you inspire people to vote for you. First of all, you reek of failure, and second of all, it's clearly a consolation prize for you. And so he has to say, well, I'm going to go serve my country in other ways, which then provides him with the opportunity that as soon as there's some threat to the country, he can claim that that's why he's getting back in. And even if you dispense with the LGBT part of it, the idea that it's a terrorist attack that's inspiring him to come back in, there's no reason for you to believe that. We have had a lot of shootings and mass shootings of this sort in America. It's America. That's one of the things we can rely on every week. Most times, every day, we have mass shootings around the country. It's this one that inspired him to get back in? No, nobody actually believes that. Look, I don't know what Marco Rubio's path going forward over the next 4 to 12 years is. It's difficult to imagine that he doesn't see himself running for the presidency again. He's still a young guy. He got a good number of votes. But being beaten by Donald Trump, I can't see that that's going to help you in 4 years. He went into this presidential race without having any real accomplishments in the Senate or in his life before the Senate. Then his biggest accomplishment is failing to defeat Donald Trump and Ted Cruz, and then he's going to go back in. Do you, if you're living in Florida, do you have any reason to believe that he's suddenly going to become a warrior for your needs and interests? That he's going to be looking out for you in the Senate, and he's going to actually do some work this time, get some stuff done? No, of course nobody believes that. The Senate is far too important to simply be used as a stepping stone for someone's career. And it would be nice if people would actually treat it like that. That it wasn't simply a temporary spot before you run for the presidency to be auctioned off to the most wealthy bidders. But unfortunately, that is the case right now. So maybe look at the Democratic alternative if he does run. It would be nice to flip that seat.